Welcome to Mr. Parker's Neighborhood. I am Mr. Parker, and today I got a guest. We go back. I ain't saying how far back we go, but we go back because, again, look at me.
We go way back. We go way back.
Look at me and look at her. We don't look the age we is because we that crew. We that crew, boy. They don't understand. They don't understand, right? They don't understand. This is Miss Rhonda Edwards. How are you?
I am okay. I'm blessed and highly favored, man.
That's it. That's it. Hold on. We're going to play a little game real quick. All right. Here's your chance again. Guess. Can you guess what my guest does? Here we go. 1, A, is she a business owner? B, is she a track star? C, is she an actress? Or D, is she a lawyer for the stars? Go ahead and choose one. All right, y'all wrong anyway. What is it, Rhonda? Tell the people what you do, Rhonda.
I am an actress, and also I'm a hairstylist. So
bam, there it is. Okay, now, again, like she said, Rhonda, you remember when we first met? Do you remember?
Man, let me see. No. We was in school, definitely, but I'm trying to see what, I don't know if he was D-boying me, you all, because Cecil was one of those walk up to you and say something to you, and you be looking at him like, what the?
I was friendly, man. I was friendly. It's cool. I was friendly. But
yeah,
it was 8th grade at the junior high.
Junior high. And right. And you walked up like, hey, what's up? What's your name? And I was like, what? What? Like, who does that?
Because I want to say it was you, and it might have been, was it Tanya Waits?
It was Tanya or Paris.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I said, yeah, buddy. And I say again, and the reason I came there, like, cause y'all was sitting over there in y'all own little crew, and like everybody was scared to speak to y'all, and now I'm going to speak. Hey, how y'all doing? What's your name?
Right. We were just, doing girl things. And you walked up like, who is he? What's he doing?
But yeah, that was 8th grade. Riverview Central. It was Central then. It wasn't Riverview Middle School. It was Central Junior High.
Yeah.
And but I mean, but then were you in the choir then, or was you in drama or something then? Or you were just being
I started, no, actually remember I was in track. Haha. But
yeah, see, people think I don't pay attention. I know my people, that's why I throw them clues.
But I didn't of course I didn't do that, but the drama, when I wanted to, it was interfering. So I was thinking I wanted track, but my passion was drama. But then when it was one of those, well, I don't think you should do that. And that, okay. But my mama said, you know what mama say, follow your dreams. And
that's it.
It's just happening now, but I didn't understand it then.
Man. Well, so we can get into the story. Tell the people a little bit about how did you get into acting?
Acting, actually, I'm gonna say it came to me. Okay. Because back home, I was at we were doing, the Barbizon modeling, and I was doing that all the way up until 17.
Okay.
And when the last we were at, we had a show at Six Flags.
Okay.
And there was someone there had wanted me to come to New York. My mom was like, oh, yes, you're doing it. Yes. Okay. She had already figured up the numbers like, hey, I'm gonna keep my job. I'm her manager, my manager, and told my dad, like, yo, I can handle us for a year and a half. I need you to, fall in and do this, that. My daddy said, no, let me think about it. Then he came back and said, nah, that's my baby. I don't want nobody mess with my daughter. Like, what? So long story short, it didn't happen. And so that lady at that place, she was like, yo, if you don't do anything in 30 years, she said, by the time you're 30, you can hang it up, little girl.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, okay. So my mama said, don't worry about that. Okay. So then, went through life.
Right.
Went to school for dentistry, worked in banking.
Okay.
And then I ended up moving to Georgia.
Okay.
So when I came here, I ended up getting my cosmetology license and then came to Georgia.
Okay.
When I came here, it was, I'm going to just say fate, because it was clients asking me, had you ever thought about modeling? Had you ever done any acting? And they were saying because it was how I was giving looks. Mm-hmm. Or I would just say I cracked jokes and stuff. I was like, shut up. Yeah, what are y'all doing? You're just cutting your hair, right? So it was literally, no, before that, I'm going to say this. My mom had passed away. Okay. But before she passed away, she said, follow your dream, girlfriend. And I was like, what? Like, she was leaving my house and she called my name. Now, you remember my nickname? Ha. But anyway, she called that nickname. And I said, what did I do? She said, I said, follow your dream. Did you hear me?
Wow.
Okay. I didn't know what she was talking about because I knew, but I'm like, how's she going to say that? So when I got here, is when people started coming to me saying, like, I could be at an event, and I'm walking, and they'll go, who is she? So I had, they would ask me, what do I do? And I would say hair, and they go, what? No. And I was like, yes, I do. No, you don't. Do you write a book? Are you an author? Or you are in the industry some kind of way, right? And I was like, I'm not. So I was walking, and this lady said, yo, I want you. She was doing a fashion show. She wanted me in the fashion show. Oh, okay. I'm getting a little fashion show. Then here comes someone, and then it started in the fashion, doing a couple of fashion shows, and then I was at a poetry event. This woman just pops up and said, I'm here to speak to someone. She don't know who she is, but I'm gonna tell you, you're not too old to do what you're supposed to do. Follow your dreams. I'm an acting coach, and I'm gonna let you know I'm down the street, blah blah blah, say the address and all that. I look around trying to find this woman. She's gone. Do you hear me? Wow. I didn't get a chance to talk to her. Saw her again. It was like, I've been looking for you for 2 months. Like, what the world? She said it wasn't supposed, evidently it wasn't that time. Right. Because when I walked into her class, I was the only one in that class, right? Wow. She said, baby, that's divine. You understand me? And I said, yeah. She said, you give some looks. Your looks will tell me that you know what you're doing. I said, okay. Right? So and man, it just happened. And then I'm gonna say 5 years ago, I had submitted my information, and that was my first. Well, I had done a couple of things, but when this it's actually on Amazon Prime. But it was this guy had said I went on audition, and I auditioned for this other part, right? But he said, well, I mean, you couldn't even hear my voice. See, you hear me? I could not talk, but I went. And then here it is. I'm thinking here, you know how they say, well, thank you for. Right. Blood, and I went through those. I get the email, and it said, thank you, and we want you to be a part of our cast. What? Okay. And they said in the character of Ruth. Now, mind you, the date that he said it, that I got the email, was the anniversary of my mom's death. Wow. Her telling me to follow your dream, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it marked 30 years from when that woman told me
yep.
that if I do, man, and my character name was Ruth and my mom name was Ruth. Okay.
Get out of here.
Look, man, I'm telling everybody, man, that's my testimony. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's it. That's
my mama
it.
said it. And the guy said he had to put me in. He said, because I'm playing Sister Ruth, right? Okay. But he said, you could not talk. But I know, honey, if you could have said it, you would have said it. He said your facial expressions told everything. You said what you were supposed to say. I couldn't hear you, but your body made, I was like, thank you. And he was like, you got this, right? And I said, okay. So, and here we are. And now it's like every year I'm doing something and it's like a little more and more, but it's Grammy, you all, I'm telling you, it's, whoo.
We're gonna get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go back. Now, like I said, we met in 8th grade, but you've always had a way of saying stuff without saying it though. And then, and the thing is, like you are not, you wasn't bigger than a fly, but it's like Rhonda got issues, man. You don't want to say that to Rhonda. You don't want to go the wrong way to Rhonda because, like I said, Rhonda didn't even do recess. She didn't play. You didn't even do recess.
It was, I don't know. It was that, I don't know. It was, I guess, because I'm a daddy's girl. Okay. And my daddy always said, stay in your own lane. I never understood that, but I guess that he was molding me. He would say, stay in your own lane. He would say, watch your surroundings and stuff like that. Yeah, so at that young age, I would just watch, even though we may go play, but I'm stand back because remember that catch a girl, get a girl.
I remember that. Yeah, you hit me one time. You hit me one time.
You got swing, baby. I know how to swing. My daddy say swing. Don't you let nobody say you.
Yeah, you hit me one time. I remember that. But like I said, but that was the thing about you. Your whole demeanor was one of if we cool and you cool with me, we good to go. But if Rhonda got an issue, she gonna tell you first, and then when you come back acting like there ain't no issue, she gonna let everybody know. Look here, I don't like you. Okay, look here, I've been trying to be nice, but not everybody understand. I don't like him.
Well, I didn't say it like that, people. I didn't say it like that. I just said if he were like, say, if someone comes and say, yo, and she said, or she did, or she's this, then that's when you saw the in me. But other than that, no. No.
All I'm trying to say is when you like someone and they on the right side of you.
Oh, well, yeah.
Cool. When they mess up, you give them a warning. You give them a warning shot like, all right, look, we ain't that cool. And you do that. Yeah. But when they come back again, like, look at it. I'm gonna just let everybody know now. If y'all see them coming my way, let you stop them before I stop them, because I'm gonna let them have it. But that was just fun though. He wasn't no playing you. Yeah. This is 8th grade. We ain't got the high. This 8th grade.
Then, when he realized it, all I had to do was look at him and he would handle it. So then I would.
That's true. That's true. Hey, you know, it wasn't no issue with it. And I had to ask the questions, Rhonda, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. And that, but then we moved. Now high school, you was with us and then you left. Or did you graduate?
I went to McClure. I had left and went to McClure.
That's it. I know you left. I know you left the fold. Now, see, I told you.
Donna Jefferson had came to McClure too.
Sure did. Yeah.
We walked up. I seen her. We seen each other. We come hugging. Everybody like, who are they? Baby, we had when Riverview played. Oh, we was Riverview knocking out the comments and all that.
Yeah, I mean, it was because it was Donna, Pam, Paris, and Tanya, and all four of y'all left except for Pam. Pam stayed, but Paris ended up going to Jennings, I think. I don't know what Tanya ended up going.
I thought Paris went to Normandy.
Yeah, she did. She went to Normandy. Yeah, so y'all all left the View and went to them other schools.
Yeah, but we still represented. Yeah, I know I did anyway. We did.
Hey, to this day, parents still do, cause the whole crew get together. Parents get together with us.
Right.
I mean,
that's when she hit me up. She'd be like, Rhonda, everybody but you. I'm gonna, because you're not here. I say, and every time when I come home, it'll be like I'm home for that second. I can't get a chance to get into with nobody because it'll just be like I'm in and I'm out.
Right. I
love my city, but I just can't stay. No, but honestly, when I be trying to come to celebrate, it don't be a celebration. It always be something I gotta come on emergency.
Yeah. Understand.
We gonna have to do something. Get us. I'm like, I want to be included sometime.
But again, for a minute though, we couldn't find you, lady, because you was in the wind, you know. So okay, so you left Riverview, went to McClure. Now you leave there. Where you go to college at? You stayed in the city and went to school.
I went to Forest Park.
Okay.
Forest Park. Yeah, I went to Forest Park.
Okay.
And graduated for dentistry.
Okay. And then you went to doing what?
Banking. I was actually doing banking, and then I had completed dentistry.
Okay.
But dentistry, I couldn't get no job. But banking, I was temp. Then I ended up getting hired on. Okay. Then I worked for a periodontist, but that was when my mom passed away.
Gotcha.
Man, okay. And I was working so much, I just passed out. Didn't even go back to get a paycheck on this side. I just woke up in the hospital. Like, wow. They said I was just doing too much.
Stress,
and
yeah.
I hadn't grieved.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so then I just went on into banking, then went through all those downsizes, and then got my cosmetology license. Man, and that came on the fluke. That came by the fluke. I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. I didn't know my dad. My dad said because everybody else was doing it. I was like, He said, you know how to braid? No, I did that because my son wanted to braid his hair done. I saw you doing it. I'm going to do it. I ain't going to pay them. I'll do it. And that's how, and then my friend was actually going to the cosmetology school and she wanted me to see it. But every time we go, they were closed. And I would be like, ooh, girl, I got a vibe on that school. You need to go. Long story short, I went to the school and she did it.
Well, see, and again, but you know, really, that is a story for our crew, to where everybody who doing something either started off doing one thing and was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, and then end up doing what it is that they were told they were gonna do in the beginning that they didn't want to do. That's like so later on in high school, we ended up doing Pearly. Look, all them years in review, I ain't never went out for nothing. I decided, well, shoot, y'all doing Pearly, all right, I'm gonna go out. Everybody, the lady who was in charge of directing the play, Miss Career, she was like, you really gonna go out? I said, yeah, I'm coming out. I waited to the last day of auditions, and I was the last one to go see Miss Roby, the music director. She said, what you in here for? I said, my audition. She said, for what? For the play. What you gonna do? I'm gonna sing. She said, okay, go ahead. She said, go ahead, and left the room.
Oh, wow.
I'm singing. I'm looking like, okay, I'm singing Amazing Grace, and I'm looking like, this lady is she me? Oh, forget it. So I kept on singing. I finished singing. Her Miss Career came back and said, where you been? I said, huh? Come on, why you ain't singing the choir with Darren and them? I was like, because I sing in the church choir, and I didn't want to do school choir too.
Right.
But you come out now for the play. Y'all finna graduate and y'all find it a black play. I didn't want to do them other plays. She said, okay, cool. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be the stand-in or set up. Man, ended up doing the whole Pearly. The backup didn't do it. I ended up doing the whole thing. At the end of the day, they're talking about, well, we can get you into Webster University in acting. I ain't going to school for no acting. I'm gonna play football and do business. I hollered at y'all and left and was through at graduation, went to Central Missouri State, like, yay. I started getting into doing video editing and all that stuff.
Video and stuff. Because when I finally get on Facebook and see, I'm like, what is he doing? Look at, I thought you were in computers and stuff, but I didn't know that. I was like, he is doing video. Is he a DJ? Because I saw you with all these the stars and singers and stuff. I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, okay, Paris, what is he doing? She said, I think he a DJ or something. He promoter or something. I said, I don't know.
Hey.
I thought he was doing a computer analyst or something. I didn't know what you were doing. I just saw teaching with everybody. That's all.
Look again, and like I said, I was surprised because I was like in school for it to happen the way it did. Like I say, somebody said, the brother said, hey, you want to learn how to do TV stuff? I'm like, nah. He said, you sure? I said, you get paid? I'm like, yeah, you can get paid. We got in there, he showed me how to do it. I was like, yeah. He said, yeah, when you finish doing your work doing this, you get paid when you finish the job. Ain't no wait. I said, oh, wait a minute. I ain't gotta wait for nobody to get I'm gonna get my money. I'm like, yeah. I said, oh, okay, we can do this a little bit. And I went into it, man, and fell in love. Like, okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. And realized that, hey, that was it. Doing videos at the school, have my own little TV shows and stuff.
And you're right. I was like, look at me.
Hey, I was having the ball because we didn't have BET at Central Missouri State. So I became the BET. I had people come up, everybody lip syncing black song. I mean, it was just our way of doing BET because we didn't have none. And they loved it. And I was like, okay, cool. Graduated, like, all right. Came to St. Louis. I was here. One of my friends took me, Erica and Erica Houston. Her daddy took us Terry Bad Boy Houston. He took me down to meet somebody at a TV station, and the dude told me, yeah, that's good, but if you want to work here, you got to do a little better, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, bet. Then he gave me a business card talking about, give me a call. Terry talking about, that's how they do here. They tell you that you ain't no good, but then they want you to come work for them.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, that's St. Louis. Okay.
Right.
But that's how things kicked off. And then Dwayne Randall, he was doing the show. So I was his cameraman for a couple of years.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know Dwayne was in production.
Yeah, Dwayne had the show Dwayne had when we was young called it was called Fat Clips. It was on the public access station. Oh man, Dwayne had us meeting everybody and their mom in the hip hop run. We were doing rooftop shoots, and I mean it was cool, but it was family. So he's like, hey, we rolling.
Right. Exactly.
But this been like you said, now my end of learning about the business. Yeah, the business is a motor scooter, boy. If you ain't got thick skin, you can't do it.
Man, when I mean, when my dad, now I see what my dad's saying. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
I truly understand this now. And like now that it's everything, you have to be on Instagram and you got to be Instagram famous. No, I don't want, why do you have yourself private? Well, I'm not going to get discovered that way. I don't want to get discovered that way. I'm not going to degrade myself. I didn't do that then, so I'm not going to do that now.
That's it. That's it.
It was so crazy. Like, even like when somebody did want me in the video, oh Lord, I was in the we gonna leave that one out. Okay, so it's Grammy. It is so Grammy. Like when I'm and another acting coach, I'm asking her, would you be my mentor? Because I want to know that. See, was he crazy? They think I know.
Yes.
I know what I do know, it's going from this person to this person. So it took another person to say, do you not realize they are actresses too? Rhonda, you are a threat. I said, how am I a threat? I feel it's enough money for everybody.
Yeah,
if you already in the industry, you have a manager, you have an agent, you go to this place, why wouldn't you put it to me? How come and he said, when he said that, I said, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting on that who to help me, that God fearing, they know what I need to do, and that's what I'm waiting on. But I'm blessed to be with this production with this lady, MJTV Network.
Okay, okay.
Met her back when I first had started, and she's from, you know, those New York, they talk real fast.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't even know she was an actor. I always heard her singing at an event or something, right?
Gotcha.
And she came in, and everybody, it always be a testimony. And her husband, they moved from New York, came here, and he built her a studio.
Okay.
And in her, and that's all I remember of her. And next I know, she on Instagram talking about she doing these shows. I was like, oh, really? So I sent her. She said, send me your girl, send me your stuff. Send me your headshot. Okay. But by the time I'm hooking over her now, she sent me an old headshot. I'm like, this was like 5 years.
Okay.
And I'ma just say, look at that, because now they see I'm doing more stuff. I guess that's what they wanted.
Right.
And she came in, she hit me up saying, hey, I want you to do a table read. And I was like, but she sent me with my old headshot. And I was like, why she got this? Shut up. So that means, so I'll go meet her, and she was like, hey, I know you from somewhere. And I said, yeah, you do. And she said, look, let me tell you something right now. It was like 8 of us in the, and so it was like 15, but she was narrowing down people. She already knew she had people, right? So she goes, you, little mama, you give me attitude. I know. You can act bougie if you want to. You do all that. I know, honey, you do all that. You can do all that. She said, I want you on my team. I said, okay. She said, now I have a budget.
That's a key phrase too. That's a key phrase.
Everybody feel because you ain't did this, you can't do work, and I'll put you on.
No.
Okay, so like the first guy said, when I signed that paper, it was a deferred payment. So if he worded, okay, he do got something, he got it on Netflix, on Prime. I'm like, okay, but he said, don't sign your name. He said, this is how you sign your name, but don't sign your name no more. So now I just, so when this lady told me, I want you when I have a budget, I said, okay. I mean, it's not a huge budget, but it's showing you, showing me, you know what I'm saying? I said, I appreciate this. And so now she has her own TV show. Okay, y'all, MJTV Network on YouTube.
Push it. There you go.
Go like, subscribe, even look at the shows and to comment on it. Tell her what you think. So anywho, it was like when now we're doing filming, she said, honey, when you submitted to me a long time ago, I couldn't have a budget. And she said, and I knew, I can't say I wasn't supposed to be with you, but I know right now I'm supposed to be with you. You're supposed to be with me. And you are a writer. I love that.
Wow.
I said, I'm good. She said, I know you write. You used to write, didn't you? How you know? And she said, where's your journal at?
Wow.
I started writing when my mom passed away. I have not picked up a pen and wrote nothing.
Girl, get out of here.
I did not write. I used to just write. I love poetry. I used to write poems.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we used to, yeah.
I just, when my mom passed, it just stopped.
Got you.
So here we are in this, and she's saying, yes, this is my production, but you all are my team.